what you made of the president's remarks, sending a very clear message to essentially you have a choice to make. You need to say this anyway, keep attacking if they make them wrong.
And I think the reason President Trump said that is because there's real concern that now the Iranians will retaliate. They said several times that if the U.S. joins and attacks the Iranian citizens, they will retaliate against U.S. forces in the region against them. And there are a lot of them. There are U.S. bases in Qatar and the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and
That's Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is not part of fucking goddamn Iran. So if they do that, they would be bringing fucking goddamn Saudi Arabia into it by freaking nuclear or bombing their country by bombing our freaking shit.
You fucking poop head.
There we go.
Oh.
Damn it. Another very rare, you son of a bitch. Fine, I'll just transfer it to rares.
Your assertion is completely and totally hopeless with its origins.
Let's see. My damage is space.
Hey, Joey.
Yes.
Don't forget your box.
Oh, yeah, I do that too.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dave. I guess I can go to Rosanna for that.
Well, I was already close to Deep Space Nine, so I went there.
Yeah, I'm in Soul System, so I'll just go to Rosanna and get my box. Can't forget my free Phoenix boxes. Ouch.
Nope. I was just about
crap.
to pull a
Wait a
ducky.
second, I bought...
Nope.
Did I buy Zen last? I did buy Zen last night. Okay, I need to get some... to buy some dilithium so I can get some more Phoenix boxes. Crap.
I'm gonna use all mine for my reputations. I don't need fucking Phoenix boxes anymore right now.
Well, I want to get ultra rares so I can do a ship upgrade.
I know you do. I'll give you ultra rare.
10. Oops, not that much.
Is there anything out of the new car situation, Strike Force, besides the that I should grab?
Out of what?
Out of the new car Strike Force.
Oh, the new car rep? New car rep?
Yep. How's this Elite Tholian drone?
There's some consumables over there to use. I use the Shadow Guards. I keep a few Dideridex and Mogai ships for distractions. And yeah, there's some fun stuff in there. Why? Ow.
Just looking to see what I can grab out of it.
Okay. Yeah, mostly just consumables, unless you're doing a Tetragram build. There's some stuff for Tetragram builds in there. Okay. Flashlight.
You know this region so well. Can you just, and, you know, there's a lot of folks watching who don't follow this as closely as you have the years. Just how extraordinary is this moment?
I think it's you know, regardless of whether you support the strike, U.S. strike in Iran, oppose the U.S. strike in Iran, there is no doubt that this is a historic night. There are, I think, at least 4 presidents that face this moment of saying, what am I going to do with the Iranians? Am I going to use military force to stop them? Bill Clinton, George Bush, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump, the only one of those presidents who decided to take military action. And this will definitely be a major part of his.
Thank you very much, Britt. Your comment, your thoughts after hearing the president. Again, you have worked on this for a long time.
Anderson, I've been reflecting on it, and Fareed is right that the statement up top about Iran, what this government is and what they've done, the number of Americans they've killed, I thought was right. I think it's important to remind the American people of that. Then it was kind of just stock thanking our ally nation with the Israelis we've been talking about. I think it was really hand in glove that was in the statement. But really, the most important thing here is the message to Iran. I mean, this was a very tough, reflective of what I think the private.
Okay. Ah.
What can I get for you?
No, Garrick, what can I do for you? Come here, Quark.
What can I get for you?
There we go. Viva Rock Vegas. Viva Rock Vegas.
So now I got enough for 10. It's enough to like 3 ships, I think.
There we go. All that can go in the bank.
Where's the The experimental ship upgrade is not in the ultra rare category. What the fuck? Missing it?
You want the experience one?
Oh, there it is. It's why is it way down the
It's
list?
in the blue. They changed it around.
Oh, like what the hell? It's way down here. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Two. All right, so I gotta have to do 4 ships.
Turbo, lift me to the Titan.
Okay. Done. Welcome to Trosana.
You are cleared for fucking.
Welcome to Trosana. There. Oh. Hello, Andrew. Revoxy. It is. Oh, got a very rare. All right. For upgrades.
We only get one free box a day, right?
Yep, 1 free box a day. I'm up to almost 500 Phoenix upgrades, so I'll be good for a while.
I don't have any Phoenix upgrades, I don't think.
And I had enough ultra rares to get enough to upgrade 4 ships, so.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Alright. So. Minute. Jesus Christ, that Klingon in front of you's got huge boobs. What the hell?
What the fuck? He's going part of the partial 7 of 9 outfit.
Yeah, she's wearing half the 7's outfit. Like, they're... Yeah, they're there.
They're there.
They're there, no doubt about it.
Reminds me of a story one time. Oh, is it? A few years ago, actually, I was
Warning.
on my
ship
back to
is
my
under
job.
attack.
I'm doing a supply run from another store, right? And I'm on the train, and this lady gets on, and she sits down. The train has just leaving the station. And what does she do? Lift up her shirt and expose her boobs to everybody in the train.
Just randomly.
Target shield has failed.
And you're like, she's on something.
Right.
So as soon as I got off, I actually spoke to the train conductor. And I said, one thing you should know about this. You have a lady in the car that you're in, and she's exposing her boobs to everybody in the train car. And I said, oh my god, really? Yeah, I'll look at that. Okay, good. Listen, you know. Okay, thanks.
I don't think they probably care about the train.
Well, I think they took care of it because I've not seen her since.
I mean, you could do the same thing as her and see what happens.
No.
Woo! Everybody look at me! Woo!
But are you
Shut up, Vince.
I just missed you, Andrew. Are you afraid to go on the train and bend over and say, fill her up?
Shut up.
I don't know about that, bro.
Alright.
Unless he prefers the McDonald's bathroom.
Jeez.
Ouch.
You're going to regret that.
Ba la ba ba. I'm loving it.
Yeah. God, we need to drink after this.
What change? Change.
The United States done.
Change. Oh, there is. Shield. Yeah. Get out. Get out.
Yeah, just it's interesting. The crazies you find on the subway, or it's like we don't have subways on the West Coast. Maybe in LA, but well, actually, the only thing we have, I think, would be considered in the West Coast would be the BART. But like we have light rail and everything, but like that does not go underground.
Yeah, it's not like subway's a totally different experience.
Yeah. I've
No,
done,
it
I've gone
is.
there in New York when I've been there before.
Yeah.
It's a completely different thing just going down there.
Well,
Like
hell,
this morning,
it just
this guy gets on the train and starts making a big speech how he's 49 days sober and he's asking for cash for this and that and this and that. And I'm like,
I'd have been like, "Are you sure you're sober?"
yeah, I'm like, seriously.
Are you gonna be sober after I give you a few bucks?
And he's showing some sort of sober whatever identification card, and I'm like, I'm closing my eyes. I'm like, okay, do not show that to my face,
Oh, excuse me.
because all I'm thinking about is just going to work.
And liberals.
Oops.
In Tel Aviv.
Well, that was the one thing that I didn't want to deal with when I was gonna if I was gonna start working down in Detroit to frickin' goddamn go to Little Caesars Arena, because I was like, how many times the people on the fucking bus that when I went to Pontiac was like, I don't know, how's it gonna be when I'm like riding the bus to Detroit? Ugh. Because people in Pontiac are crazy, but they say people in Detroit, if you're freaking all by yourself, it's like,
Last time I drove through Pontiac, it looked like somebody dropped a crack bomb on it.
it still looks like a crack bomb, Joey.
I'm like, what the hell happened here? Jackson, too.
Just try freaking goddamn driving all the way to fucking Flint, too. It's like not just a pipe bomb, but 2 pipe bombs went off in there.
With the economic endowment, and he talked, and I think we've hit on it again and again this evening. Just the extraordinary thing about this is how little we know next, and how it literally go in action. You know, what happened tonight could either entrench the regime or hasten its demise. It could prevent a nuclear Iran, or it could accelerate. But one thing he said, which I'd be inclined to agree with mentioning, this idea that it is likely to open a chapter than to end it. So as much as White House is projecting this idea of we're going to draw a line under it now, new chapter, new page, let's start again, I think realistically, even if this does end up in the term having an impact level, this is a new chapter, and we have no idea what.
So have to think about the years and the millions, hundreds of millions of dollars that the Iranian regime spent on this nuclear program. How much they had staked on this program, even just from a domestic politics standpoint. I mean, it's an incredibly embarrassing moment for the Iranian regime to see these 3 sites, the according to President Trump at least, destroyed in one fell swoop. These strikes, they are going to need to find a way to save face here. And does that entail these significant attacks that they've been anticipating potentially against your region? Does it entail significant attacks against Israel, where we are right now? And how do they move forward? So this is an incredibly volatile moment. As much as we've been talking about the way in which this is, earth-shattering and changing the face of the region potentially, we don't know which direction things are going to go in. And this is a very delicate moment for Israel and also U.S. troops and civilians in the region as well.
Kylie, I'm understanding by understand you're reporting on you diplomats in the region.
Yeah, so what we're learning as you guys are talking about the potential Iran retaliation, we don't know what that will look like or when it will come, but the U.S. Embassy in Iraq and the U.S. Consulate...
Damn it, down. I guess I gotta go to them.
A pretty dramatic draw. There are flights that are leaving you here this evening. They were actually... There are questions right now about the airspace in this area, as you can imagine, Anderson, but on down presence from the U.S. diplomatic in Iraq. We should note that they're not completely drawn down. There's said to be still eligible diplomatic diplomatic presence, some of them will be left there. This began 10 days ago. That was when the United States made moves. President Trump said it was because the region could become dangerous that they started drawing down their essential personnel base in Iraq. So there was already some indication when that happened that the United States had believed that something was coming here. This was obviously before Israel started its operation against Iran. And now what we're watching for is what the United States does with its other diplomatic posts in the region, and also if it offers any support to Americans concerned about what this could turn into and want to leave. We know that the State Department is providing some for Americans who are in Israel right now to actually leave the country. We don't know exactly how actually gotten on those flights, but this is a very dynamic situation, and rest assured that people at the State Department are really monitoring every single intelligence tidbit that they get to make these decisions of what the force posture, what the diplomatic posture should look like in the region.
Yeah, I can tell you there's a lot of Americans who are frustrated now here in Tel Aviv, and I'm sure elsewhere in Israel, who would like to get out, finding it very hard to get information out of this embassy. People literally coming up to me on the street asking me for advice on how to get out. It's very difficult for people, it seems like, to get straight answers and get thoughts. There's a lot of concern about Israelis traveling from citizenship to Egypt overland for understandable reasons. I want to bring in General Wesley Clark, Spirit of the Life Commander. General, on this operation, what about it? Question that's still made about
what the fuck? There's a lot of fucking people on goddamn Sphere Space. On the Dyson Sphere for some fucking reason. Oh, probably they were waiting for the freaking boss to reset. There you go.
Probably.
Well, Dave's Enterprise, one to beam back aboard.
How come it doesn't on here? Maybe I don't have space, and that's why I can't. I wish it would give me more information on what level you have to be to claim something.
What?
On the Endeavor reward store.
Oh.
So Endeavor reroll for the destructive torpedo. Bot. Oh, I need to go now.
Be careful what you roll for. Or I should be careful what you reroll.
No, I'm going like.
You might get something worse.
Yay! Destroy Herald ships.
You can do the mission Blood of the Ancients. It puts you right in Herald ships right at the beginning of it. That's what I usually do.
Situation that we have. It's about trying to move chapter.
Let's go, dude.
We can get to that point. So much in the region can be made so much better. And President Trump has the opportunity to
ship is under attack.
Enough of this. It would be my point to change the save the civilization that we have and move forward in harmony with most of the region. I appreciate your time tonight. If a minute or 2 minutes or so we have left, I just want to go back to Brett. Brett, you on this in government through multiple administrations.
And I'm just wondering how personal is it like to see what's happened
Oh,
tonight and what lies
wrong
ahead.
battle zone. Oops.
Big question, Anderson. My immediate thought goes back to where you're standing. It's around October 7th. And
I might think to make sure it never.
it was so fraught, and honestly,
The Pharaoh one doesn't work either.
Israel's existence, I was very much at stake. I went to Israel after that attack, and just an incredibly difficult. I don't think to keep words right now. But what has happened from then until now
Hey, Brandon.
has been a huge tragedy on so many levels.
Hey. What's happening?
Yo.
How are you?
Okay, I'm just very sleepy and wore out.
Need to do your event?
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Just come in and say hey?
Yeah, well, no, just to hang out.
Oh, okay. That's done.
Good evening, Dave.
Oh, good evening.
And I said morning to Joe, and he didn't say anything.
I didn't hear you say, I didn't hear you say morning.
Oh, I did, but it's all right.
Yeah. First thing I heard you say was, hey.
Hey, good morning, Joe.
Morning. Even though it's 10:30 at night.
Yeah, I know. I was just picking.
Have a long day, did you?
I'm getting half my sleep for the past 3 days.
Huh? Do you remember one of our old fleet mates, Brian? He went by Plaz or Plasminator.
I think I remember Plaz, but I don't remember Plasinator.
Yeah. Well, that's Plaz for short. Yeah. Yeah. He messaged me today. He said say hi to everybody. So he's been trying.
Say hi back if he.
Yeah. He's hoping he's gonna get a PC from somebody soon. He hasn't had the resources to get one. So he may be back. We'll see.
Well, it'd be nice. And we'd have the plasmatic back.
Yeah, I know. Says everybody doing good? I'm like, yeah, everybody's good, except we think Jaeger passed because we haven't seen him in like a year, so he wasn't doing good the last time I talked to him, so. Oh, wow, really? Yeah.
Is Lance Slot still around?
Yeah, he's here somewhere.
I'm here.
Every time I think of Lancelot, I'm thinking of tights.
Yeah.
The song.
Oh my
Men in
god,
Tights.
more men in tights.
Yeah. For men in tights. Yes.
I hope that wasn't an insult. I was just trying to be a little funny.
Not no insult.
That's an awesome movie.
Oh, of course, especially since frickin' Patrick Stewart does a cameo as the king in it. We're men in tights.
Yes.
And Joe probably has a pair.
No. I haven't had a pair of tights since my Batman costume when I was probably, I don't know, I was a kid.
I think everybody should have at least one pair of tights.
My mom made me a 60s Batman costume back in the 70s, so.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Bet you have a picture of that somewhere.
I wish I did. I don't know if there is any movie footage or pictures of that. I wore it to the the Elks Lodge Halloween costume that year.
Well, I've had to wear some kind of freaking goddamn suspender tights for fucking. I was wearing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle costume when I was a kid. But unfortunately, that was before my mom ever decided to fucking take pictures of everything.
I did Superman, I did Batman, I did Spider-Man, I think I did Captain America too. Somewhere. Oh.
I got home late tonight from the laundromat. Sounds like I'm gonna have to learn Spanish, and I don't want to, because none of them seem to speak English.
Where do you go and grab the?
Just use. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, never mind. I found it.
Okay.
I didn't know where to go for the Phoenix prize pack. Now I do.
Oh, there's two places. Grim at Drozana and Anna at East Face 9.
I always have that same problem, Lance.
Yeah, if you were gonna try and tell them to use a translator, Joe, half that shit doesn't even fucking goddamn translate as much.
It does. It works pretty good. I use it at work. We have a lot of Spanish-speaking employees there, and they try to print stuff out, like notices and stuff in English and Spanish. So, but it's easier to talk. You know, you need to ask somebody a question, or they want to ask you a question. People just have their phones out, and use that. It at least gives you a rough idea what they're trying to say. So.
I'll be right back.
Okie doke. I couldn't even imagine trying to learn English as a second language. That has to be a nightmare. Absolutely.
Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the
That's good. Things out of my inventory. Alright. Check ship upgrades. Check ship upgrades. Those something there. Okay. These are done. Took 15 minutes to load.
I'm back.
Come back.
Bless you, Dave.
missile system.
Target shields have failed.
Fucking purple vortex. Vortex of death.
You get purple nurpled.
Shut up, Joey.
Bless you, Dave.
I'll nurple his purple.
Can I record that?
If you want to hear Joey scream.
I don't think he'll let you. I just want to record it.
Ah. Report. Main power's offline. We've lost shields and our weapon systems are gone. Perhaps today is a good day to die. And prepare for ramming speed. Up Joey's butt.
I'm not saying one word.
Yes, I have to have the audacity to do that.
Audacity. Right.
Yes, throw a little JBL out there. You have the audacity!
With tights on, Dave?
You'll
Yeah,
never
I think
see me.
JBL did. I think JBL did wear tights.
At first, but then he started wearing that stupid, you know, underwear thing that frickin' people fucking goddamn, started wearing after a while.
He wore them when he was an acolyte, so.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. I gotta do Iconian TFOs.
Good luck, Dave.
Part of this that we
I can TFO with you.
sense. There officials that Iran will retaliate. See President Trump taking
Well,
after he saying any retaliation by Iran against the United States of America will be met with far greater than what was witnessed tonight. The thing to keep in mind here is that for days, the States has been preparing for potential strikes from Iran on U.S. military assets or U.S. assets in the region. We know they have moved planes, they have moved ships, they have brought in extra blood, all in preparation.
I don't want you to say that faster.
There is still a serious concern that Iran will
Oh.
strike back. US
turn
assets.
me to team leader so I can pick it.
Keeping an eye on now, what is the next step for this White House? Obviously, we're watching to see if Iran does, in fact, retaliate, but what is the White House's plan to move forward?
There we
They
go.
continue to help the diplomatic process in the sense that Iran will now come to the table to negotiate some kind of deal, but that, of course, remains to be seen this hour.
You couldn't help but notice, Kristen, that the vice president was standing behind the president, the Secretary of State, Mark Rubio, was there, the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. They were all standing behind the president. I guess that's designed to underscore that this was a unanimous decision by the top national security officials were in the Trump administration.
That's great. Well, and it's really interesting to see that because that's not generally what you see when you see presidents take to this East
Stores.
for this kind of address. And when President Obama delivered an address in the exact same spot, announcing that the United States had killed Osama bin Laden, he did it by himself. You usually see these kind of addresses with President Trump, who tends to do them actually in the Oval Office. He believes said privately that's more powerful by himself. But as you noted, he clearly brought free people.
Where's your orders? Fuck. Later.
He wanted to show that it was not just his fucking decision, that it was also the other fuckers behind him, too.
In terms of briefing, this is a very small.
I'm gonna pizza in our hours.
The Herald's tactical superiority.
You were making pizza for all of us?
Just with the nose.
Yeah, Joe never seems to share.
Can switch ships.
What's going on?
One group dead. That's the same Iconia, or the green ship that I saw earlier that I accidentally made him leave where he was trying to
Get to a gateway and enter the sphere.
Let's remove everything.
What's going on? Given the history, given the threats.
entering gateway.
Gateway to what, Dave?
We're playing freaking Herald Sphere. We're not playing Gateway to get there.
Oh, no, I thought it was the gateway to bless you, Dave.
Gateway opening at 1 o'clock. Gateway opening at 6 o'clock.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Oh, there we go.
Must be getting too old.
Warning,
Kinda.
ship is under attack. Warning,
Gateway opening at 11 o'clock.
That was a nice maneuver.
Gateway opening at 1 o'clock.
rear shield failing.
Gateway opening at 10 o'clock.
Oh shit. Ah! Yep, I died.